Oh, hey, team. Okay, I'm going to, there we go. Allie was drinking wine, and I'm jealous because I'm drinking water because I'm in hardcore weight loss mode right now. Is anybody else drinking wine so I can live vicariously through you? No. Okay. Solidarity, right? Okay. I got a present today. I'm going to show you real quick before we get started. Ah. It's downstairs. I got a present from Janice, and it is amazing. It's, I think, a Shutterstock photo book of us together in New Orleans in the summer. It's amazing. I love it. She's got a picture of a bunch of you in front of the sign that has my face on it. So it's like I'm there. It is amazing, Janice.
Nice. I want to see.
I'll show you. I promise. I'll show you in LA.
Okay.
Mama?
Oh, who's Mama?
Mama?
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Who is this child that is so adorable?
Mama?
Okay, I'm going to mute everybody, all the speakers. You can unmute yourself. Okay, there we go.
All right. Am I kicking it off right now?
You are.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I was looking at the comments from the Where Are You From section that we posted in the group, and I am blown away because I saw like Arkansas, I saw Nova Scotia, and the West Coast. It's like, it is crazy how many people you can reach with this. So we're really excited to chat with you guys tonight. There's going to be 5 of us that are going to kind of talk to you about what we do and how we fit it in and how we earn an income, and just really the community that probably is the biggest impact, well, at least on my life. And I want you to know there is a chat function. So I don't know if you're on your phone. It's a little harder to find if you're on your phone, but if you're on the computer, there is a chat function, and we'll be checking in as we go. So if you have questions, feel free to ask in the chat section. We are literally, thank you, Rosa, we're open books. So anything, ask away. And I guess, well, I'm Lindsay, you can see from my word on my picture. But it's funny because 2.5 years ago, I started after coming to something just like this. I was invited to something like this, and after I got off the call, I was like, I just want to be friends with everybody. I just want to do this because they look like they're having so much fun. And that, like I said, is why I joined coaching. Initially, it wasn't because I wanted to earn a massive income or anything like that. I didn't even know the potential, but I just wanted to be a part of something. And I am still a part of it, and it has had a massive impact on my life. So I'm going to jump right into it because I don't want to keep you guys too long. So what I'm going to be talking about, and I have notes because I'm human, so I'm going to look down at them and I don't want to miss anything. But what I'm going to talk to you guys about is basically, like, you see us post on social media, you see us share our workouts. You're probably thinking that's something you could never do. But we all started at zero. Like, we all had to make that first post, which is sometimes scary. And maybe you wonder, like, okay, so I see you posting all the time, but what is it exactly that you do? Like, what do you do in the background as a coach? So we actually have we have like 4 tasks, I guess you could say, that we do every day as a coach. And it's literally on a 1-page checklist. And that's kind of what we teach in the training. And it basically helps you build your business. So I'm going to go through what all 4 of them are. We call them, in the coaching world, we call them vital behaviors, and they really are vital to our business, and some might seem a little more intimidating than others, but I'm going to talk to you about why they are important. So the number one thing that we do as a coach is pretty obvious. We are we're a product of the product. So we use the workouts, which there are, if you are not a part of a challenge group or a boot camp or anything, we all call them kind of something different. Maybe you haven't seen the workouts, but there is an abundance of them, and I guarantee there is one that is going to fit for you. So we use the workouts. We can use the supplements. We'll drink our Shakeology or maybe Energize and Recover, which is incredible, and we all love it. And we share about it. We post about it on social media. And it's social media is awesome because it's free. Like, we are able to grow our business on Instagram and on Facebook. And honestly, before I started coaching, that's my dog. I thought my husband was coming. Before I started coaching, my Facebook was on lockdown. Like, you couldn't see my profile picture. Like, everything was on lockdown, and I just posted pictures of my kids. So I didn't have a massive following. When I started as a coach, I was like, oh my God, I don't even know like who's going to join me on this journey. And just know, like I said earlier, we all start somewhere. Like, we all start at 0. And when you get out of your comfort zone and you start posting and you start sharing, like, you are going to be so surprised with who you inspire. Like, I remember when I started coaching, I would start posting, and then I started getting messages. And these people were like, I saw that you got up. Like, I was up with a baby all night, and I was so motivated because I was a part of an accountability group. And I got up with my baby in the morning and I got a workout in. And then I would get messages being like, if you can do that, then I can get up and go for a walk. And it's not even that they were joining me in, like, they weren't getting anything from me, but I was getting messages like that. And I was like, wow, like, I am actually inspiring people from just sharing what I'm doing and posting on my social media, which was scary. It's scary. But getting out of your comfort zone and realizing how many people you can actually connect and inspire it's amazing. It's probably one of the most rewarding things I have ever done, other than becoming a mom. It really is amazing. So you share your journey and you get messages from people. I'm going to turn my page so I don't forget any of my notes. And you share your transformations. And honestly, guys, it's not all about the scale. So, I mean, we have coaches that want to lose 100 pounds. Actually, you're going to hear from Natasha tonight, who has lost over 100 pounds on this journey, and she is so freaking inspiring. So you are, whether you have 100 pounds to lose, or if you have abs, like, or maybe you want to gain weight, it really doesn't matter. And it's not always the physical transformation. There's a mental transformation that happens with coaching. And I remember when I started as a coach and I was told, you should do personal development. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll get right on that and I'll do personal development. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't have time for that. I'm a mom. And my coach told me that it was really important. And I probably didn't start it till like a month or 2 in, I think. But once I did, it just made me realize that, like, when I worked in the corporate world, I was on mat leave at this point, but I was on mat leave from the corporate world. And I realized that, like, I never dreamt of like my future. I never really realized what my potential was or what I was capable of doing. And I was stuck. Like, I was just stuck in this daily routine. And it wasn't until I did personal development that I kind of felt fired up. And I was like, okay, like, I can do this. And like, there's no reason I can't. Like, there's other people doing this. I should believe in myself. And I never had that before. Like, I never had this feeling that I could do it, if that really makes sense. So I started doing personal development, and that is actually our vital behavior number 2. So we work out, we share our journey for our ultimate accountability. Coaching, honestly, if you have a hard time staying on track, coaching will help you with that. So we use that, and we're a product of the product. And then we do personal development. And whether you're struggling with, it could be anything from emotional eating, from confidence, from work ethic or time management, like it doesn't matter what it is. I guarantee you there is something out there for you to listen to or for you to read. And maybe you don't think that you need it, but I'm telling you right now, it can change your life. So I listen to my personal development usually on an audiobook. I put it at 1.25 or 1.5 times the speed because I'm a mom and life is busy. And I listen to it in the car or when I do my makeup or when I'm like getting out of the shower and I'm doing my hair. And I also listen to podcasts and they're free and there's so many amazing ones. So there is something for you. And in the training, we always have personal development recommendations. So it's something, even if you decide not to do this coaching thing, it's something you should incorporate in your life anyway. So you're going to be working out, you're going to be doing personal development, and then the third thing, which is the scariest, guys, for any coach, any new coach, is inviting. So you're going to be feeling really good, you're going to be getting results, or maybe you already got results. You're probably going to start talking to people about what it is that you're doing. It's kind of like if you go to a restaurant and, sorry guys, I'm not watching the chat, but I'm assuming somebody else. But it's like if you go to a restaurant and you eat really good food and you leave there and it's just natural for you to go and talk to somebody about it. Hey, I ate at this restaurant. Oh my God, it was so good. You need to go try it. So you're gonna be feeling good. You're gonna be exuding that. People are gonna see and people are gonna start asking you like, okay, what are you doing? And you're gonna tell them what you're doing and you're sharing that. But inviting is important because there's going to be people out there that need this in their life that are too scared to reach out to you. They're too scared to connect with you. And I'm going to give you an example. I got goosebumps. I'm so weird. But I'm going to give you an example because there was somebody on my, one of my friends that I never ever connected with her because I just assumed that she didn't need it. I just assumed that she didn't need it. So I never connected with her. And then one day she sent me a message and she was like, Lindsay, I wrote this message 10 times and deleted it every time. But she's like, I need some help. And right there, I was like, I just assumed that she was fine. And this whole time I could have invited her and could have been helping her for months. So the people that don't reach out to you, those are the people that you need to connect with. And I'm telling you, people will appreciate it because it is hard for people to ask for help. So yes, inviting and reaching out to people may seem really scary and daunting, but when you have the opportunity to change somebody's life, which we do, it's amazing and you don't hold back. And that's the one thing too, all you're doing is sharing what you have and what you have to offer. Like if you're coming to this and you're thinking that you're like, I'm a great salesperson, like this is my job, you're probably not going to be a good fit for the team because we're not salespersons, salespeople. We literally share what we have and why we love it. And we share how we can help people. And if the timing isn't right for them, then the timing's not right. Like it's not our job to convince them. We're not trying to like sell them anything. We're literally trying to help people. And if it fits in their life and they're ready to make a change and they want to make a change, then we have something to give them. And we have a community for them to be a part of. So inviting is what we do. It's number 3. If I was never invited to a call like this from my coach, Allie, that you're going to hear from tonight, I can tell you, like, I would probably be really unhappy in my desk job, which is fine. You may have a desk job. There's full-time coaches that are going to talk on this and they love what they do. That wasn't me. I did not love it. I was unfulfilled. So this, yes, changed my life. Turn to my page. Okay. So we work out. Guys, we're real people. We struggle. We have ups and downs. We put on weight. We lose weight. Like it's a journey. You're not perfect. So we work out. We do our personal development. We invite. And then the last one is recognition. And recognition is how we recognize our challengers for any wins that they have, like as simple as getting their water in or sticking to their meal plan or going down a pant size, whatever that is. We recognize our coaches with their work that they're doing. And we also get recognized from the company, which is, I've never had a company that I had so much recognition from. I get free swag. Like if you saw in my office, we have free things that are sent to us for helping people. And we get free, we get trip dollars to go on trips, which I think is going to be talked about tonight. And it's just like, I love free stuff and I love getting recognized for hard work. And that's something that I never really got recognized in my other job. I wasn't recognized for all the hard work that I was putting in. So to me personally, that is something that I really enjoy. So that's basically it, guys. Those are the 4 things. Oh, and I want to say too, like sometimes we get free prizes, but we also get personal development webinars. So like Elizabeth Gilbert, who's the author of Eat, Pray, Love, we've had webinars with her for personal development, and she's amazing. She also is the author of Universe Has Your Back, which is a great book. So basically, guys, like no matter what your goals are, you may look at us like all of us talking tonight are at different parts in our journey. Just know, like maybe you don't have a desire to build this to a full-time 6-figure income, or maybe you have the desire to just have a couple extra $100 and put that aside to be able to go on family vacations, or maybe you just want to be a part of the community because it's pretty freaking awesome. Like maybe you have no desire to work the business full time or whatever it is. Like if you just want to be a part of the community, it's still such an amazing journey. So it doesn't matter what your goals are, there is a spot for you, and it's a life-changing experience. And I've said that a million times. So those are the 4 things that we talk about and we do every day, and we show you how to fit that into your day. And now I'm going to pass it over to Rosa, and thanks, Sally. I'm going to pass it over to Rosa, and she's going to talk about how we earn an income.
Yes.
Go ahead, Rosa.
Okay. Thank you. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Yeah, good. Okay, awesome. It sounded like Lindsay couldn't hear me, so I didn't know if anybody could. My video chat hates her. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys not only how we earn an income, but I'm also going to share with you guys my income progression as a coach. I'm just going to really quick echo what Lindsay said. We've got people on our team from all walks of life with all different goals. Some of our team members are here because they love the community, they love the positivity, they love that personal development sort of aspect of it. And I mean, having awesome friends doesn't hurt anybody's feelings. We've got people on our team who want to grow a part-time income either because they need it or they want it, or they just want like a project for themselves. And then we also have people who are working to grow a full-time income or have grown a full-time income. I am the person who started with the intention to build a full-time income. So that's where I'm coming from. I will share that progression with you so you know what it looks like. Okay, first, I'm going to share my income progression, and then I'm going to share where did these dollars even come from? Oh my gosh, you guys, like, I think it was like 6 weeks into coaching or something like that. And I got my paycheck, and I was like, I really have to figure out how I earn this money so I can earn more of this money. No clue, no idea. So we're going to share that with you tonight. Okay. My first full year into coaching, I started in October 2012. I have no idea how much I made from October to December. I don't know. Maybe I could find that somewhere. But in my first full year of coaching, 2013, I earned $24,000 in the year. Second year, I earned $48,000. Third year, $146,000. Fourth year, $244,000. And then the year that just passed, 2017, I earned less than I did the year before. And somehow it was still my most successful year as a coach. Here is why. I was growing my business. Everything was going amazingly well. And then January 31st of 2017, my sister was diagnosed with cancer. Very quickly after that, and we found out it was terminal. Very quickly after that, that was after my dad had a stroke. And then we found out my brother's brain tumor was stage 2 cancer, and he had to go in for surgery. And then my sister passed away in August. And then my dad had a heart attack and a triple bypass. And it was just one thing after another, after another, after another. It was my most successful year because I had built up enough income that I didn't really have to work. I didn't. Those vital behaviors that Lindsay talked about, they are so important because for 4 years, I did them every single day, except for I took Sundays off because everybody needs a technology break, right? I did them every single day. I put that investment in. Now I'm back and I'm ready to be back. But 2017 was by far my most successful year. I still earned over $200,000 because I made that investment. I got to invest in the people that mattered most, and I didn't have to punch a clock and I didn't have to ask for time off. So I just want, that's such a huge benefit of being self-employed and being a coach, is that I didn't have to ask for permission. I did what I needed to do for my people, and now I'm ready to grow my business again. I don't regret that for a second. Okay. So in terms of how we actually earn an income, we have various income streams, and I'm going to tell you about them all. So the first income that you're going to earn is after you start sharing your journey on social media, or, your friends are going to notice. Your friends are going to notice. They're going to be like, what are you doing? You look freaking fabulous. So as you're sharing on social media about your progress in terms of your fitness, you're going to start a fitness challenge, just like we do. I'm sure if you've been following any one of us for any period of time, you've seen us advertise or post about a fitness challenge. So your first income comes from when anybody buys anything from your Beachbody website. So this could be a challenge pack, which includes all of our workouts plus a nutritional supplement, or it could be just the workouts, or it could be just a nutritional supplement. Anything anybody buys from your website, you get a commission for. And that commission is 25%. Can you guys correct me if I'm wrong? For real, you guys. I wasn't working for a long time. Thank you. So you get a 25% commission on. That's the first income anybody earns. Secondly, which now comprises 90% of my income, is called team volume bonus. So I'm going to get a little bit more into detail here because this team volume bonus thing is why I never, ever considered joining an at-home business type of company, because I was like, it's a pyramid scheme. I'm not doing that, right? Here was my thought process. I was like, I'm not going to do all this work just so that person can benefit from all of it, right? I'm not just going to make that person money. That's what I thought. What actually happens though, team volume bonus is a two-way street. So I'll give an example. Allie reached $1,000 in income per week, twice as fast as I did. So it took her half the time. Why? Because she benefits from me growing my business, just like I benefit from her growing her business. So just want to lay that out so it's really, really clear that we benefit from each other's business growth. It is a two-way street, mutually beneficial relationship. So for me, as I'm running my fitness challenges and people are getting results and I'm talking about that, and I have people in my fitness challenges who are loving the products, getting amazing, amazing results, and also want to earn an income. And they see that I earn an income as a coach, right? You find people as you're posting on social media and forming those relationships, and in your challenge groups who want the same thing you have. Our business is literally all about doing the thing, getting fit, for example, and then talking about it, starting to grow an income, and then talking about it. When I got a $14 check in week 2, I screamed out loud. I'm like, it's real! Yes! Jumping up and down. I was so pumped. Like $14 lit me up, you guys. I don't even remember what I was talking about because that $14 is so funny. That I was hilarious. That was so hilarious. What was I saying? I was saying about team volume bonus. Yes? Okay. So as my team grows, because I'm helping people, I'm sharing all of this stuff. Yes, that's what it was. You do the thing, you share about the thing, and then you find people who also want the thing that you have, right? I know people who want an extra $100 a month. I know people for whom that would be a big, big help. And now, like I said, about 90% of my income originates from team volume bonus. We get paid weekly, which yay, direct deposit. I love it. It's the best. Another stream of income is a quarterly bonus. So Beachbody essentially pays a leadership bonus to coaches who have hit certain ranks. I'm not even gonna talk about them because you're not gonna have any idea what I'm talking about. But once you hit specific ranks, there's a $250 quarterly bonus, which is a nice little side thing. And then there's also, and that's always $250. The next bonus pool is 0.5% of Beachbody's profits over that quarter. And so there are 4 total bonus pools. If you're collecting the 4th bonus pool, the top bonus pool, you collect all 4 of them. So you get that full 2%, your portion of the 2%. So in terms of what I've earned in quarterly bonuses, it depends on where I am right then, what rank I am at that time. But I've earned anywhere from, when I started participating in it, anywhere from $2,000 up to $25,000 for the 10-star bonus. That is so hugely helpful for any family who has debt to pay off. And that's what I put that toward. And actually paid off my debt. Okay, the last little incentives and things that we get compensated by is as we're growing our business and doing our job and we're building our income like we intended to do, Beachbody rewards us extra for that as well. So we get trip dollars. Last year, we went to the Dominican Republic. It was incredible. They always pick the best resorts. Next year's, yes, is going to be a cruise. A whole bunch of us anyway, are going to be in Mexico together very, very shortly. We're very excited. That happens in April. And so that's another way we're compensated for travel bugs like me. Yes, I will take a free trip any day. Thank you. So that's it, guys. This is how we earn an income. If there are any questions, just use the chat feature and we'll make sure to get to them at the end. Oh, I was supposed to introduce a person.
Me, I'm up.
Sorry.
It's okay. Thank you. Okay, I just see people's names. Okay, I'm back to gallery view. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Hey guys, I am Allie. So I've been coaching it's just almost 3 years. I gotta pop my seat up. I keep sinking down. I'm gonna talk to you guys about hesitations with joining this business. We all had them. So don't think you're alone. If you're just I'm not fit enough. I don't know enough people. I can't take a selfie. I can't do this job because I'm not a salesperson. We're going to talk about all that. We've all felt it. So I have a bunch of them written down and I'm kind of on a time limit. So I'm just going to go through them. If you guys have a hesitation that I don't cover, please post it in the chat. We'll talk about it or we'll post it in the group. Because if you have it, chances are somebody else does too. So first one I want to talk about is I'm not fit enough or I don't have a beach body. And I kind of love when people say that because I'm good, you're going to be super relatable for one. And the journey is what coaching is all about. It's about sharing. It's about working on ourselves every day. You need to have a goal. So if you signed up and you had this perfect model body and you were at your goal, you're not going to be as relatable to some people. You are going to attract people like you, but if someone is perfect with a Beachbody model, you see them all over the place, you might be less likely to go to that person for help because you're a little insecure. You want someone that has similar struggles to you. So, for instance, when I signed up, I had 20 pounds to lose. I was a mom of 2. I had a baby, so I had to make it work with my time. Some of my workouts, I had a baby strapped to me, and I had like rolls hanging out. And you know what? That was real life. And people would message me and be like, I see you doing it, and you got your baby, or he's cranky in the background, but you're doing it anyway despite the struggles. And that's what they relate to. They're like, if you can do it, I can do it too. It just makes us real people. So don't think you have to be at your end goal, because you don't. You're sharing about your journey and working towards making yourself a little bit better every single day. And if you are at your goal, don't think you can't do this either, because you absolutely can. You will attract people like you. So if you are at your goal and you're like, I just like some more shoulder definition, or I want like the most ripped abs possible, then those are the people that are going to come to you, because they also have similar goals like that. There's no cookie cutter coach. We all attract different markets. Okay, so the second one is I don't have enough money to sign up for this. That was me, because my credit card, I always use this. Rose is laughing at me because Rose is actually my coach. And when I signed up, she's like, well, you have to buy a challenge pack. And I was like, well, what is that? So basically, I get my workouts. I get a month's supply of Shakeology to help me lose weight, because I had 20 pounds to lose. And I get my sign-up fee all included. It was like $180. I was like, oh, wow, like $180. I don't have it for when my visa's matched, but I'm like, I get to start my business for $180. Worst case scenario, I suck as a coach and I quit, but I'm going to be able to lose my baby weight because I still have the fitness programs and Shakeology. So it's kind of a win-win. And anyway, so I put it on my credit card. I crossed my fingers that it would go through because it was overmatched. It did. And I used that as my driving force to be like, I don't ever want to have to say those words again. Like, I can't do this because I can't afford it. Like, I can't make this life-changing decision because I can't afford it. So that is what's in my mind. I'm like, I'm going to use that and turn it around. Instead of not buying it because of that reason, I'm going to use that as my reason that I need to change this for $180. And oh my gosh, my whole life has changed. If you watched my video earlier, I'm not going to go into it, but like, I've changed a lot as a person. We just built a house, which 3 years ago was not even in the cards, like so far from the cards. Like I would have to transfer money from my husband's account to my account to go get $20 groceries. I put $5 of gas in a big truck one day because I just didn't have the money. So it's life-changing, it's crazy, but just don't let the hesitation of maybe you can't afford a challenge pack hold you back. And also, you can cancel anytime. I also asked Rosa that. So if I don't like the products and I hate coaching, can I quit? She's like, yeah. And I was like, and I don't owe any money. She's like, no, you don't owe anything. So if that's a hesitation, I hope that covered it. Another one is I don't have time. And you know what? Everyone's busy. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. It's what we do with it. And there's so many minutes that we spend there like this, scrolling Facebook, scrolling Instagram, and all of a sudden 30 minutes are gone by. That 30 minutes you could use essentially to grow a business. It is the time you put in now to get the freedom later in this business. Yes, you're going to work for a little less now, but it accumulates, it snowballs. And in a year's, 2 years' time, you're going to look back and say, look at all my free time now because I put in those extra minutes as a new coach to build my business. Now I have more time with my family. Now I have more income and I have more like life by design and travel time like that. For those little minutes that you saved, and maybe waking up a half an hour early in the morning, staying up a half an hour after the baby goes to bed or the kids, however that looks for you, maybe just not watching Netflix every night. I don't know what it is you do, but usually there's some hidden minutes in there that we can adjust. It is a business, it does require some time, but we can teach you how to grow it in 1 to 2 hours a day. That's all you really need. If you're committed and focused, we'll teach you a power hour so that you guys know this is what I have to do every single day If you do those things, you will grow a business. And it's really easy to kind of shuffle around your schedule and fit those in like little pockets, like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. And we'll teach you all of that. So that's all in our training. So if you think you might not have time, we have coaches on our team with full-time jobs. Well, I always use Bianca as my example. Full-time job, she's a full-time teacher. She went to school to get her master's. She has 3 kids under the age of 7 or 8. And she's a great coach. She's up in the morning getting her workout done every single day. That girl is so consistent, and she's amazing. So if she can do it, I'm just like, anyone can do this. Okay, my next one is, what if I'm not successful? And I've heard this, and it kind of breaks my heart that you would even doubt yourself before you even get started. And I always say, well, how do you know how good you're going to be until you actually do it? You're 100% not going to be successful if you don't try it at all, right? So, but success is measured very differently. Like Rosa said, when she started this, she was joining for the financial side. So was I, because I had no money and I needed money. I needed a business going. I liked fitness. I'm like, this would be perfect. But my goal is very different than a lot of other people's goals. So success is not based on one thing. There is no quota that you have to hit every month. Like, you're not going to get kicked out of being a coach if you don't sell so much stuff. Some people do this strictly just to be around positive, encouraging people every day. I know as a new mom of a baby, I was like drawn to this community. I didn't even know what it was when I got into it. I joined, like I said, to start a business. And when I got a part of this team, I was like, I had no idea I needed that for myself, to have like adults to talk to every day, not just kids, to actually like form these relationships. And then when we meet up at our retreats and things like that, you feel like you've known them forever. It's crazy, but it's so refreshing to be around like-minded people like this. Facebook and social media is just filled with so much negativity sometimes that we don't even really see that. I'm kind of in my bubble of happiness and like lifting people up, encouraging each other. I was in a business before where it was so competitive that you didn't work together. Like, if you knew something, you hid it from somebody else. You didn't share it with them because you didn't want them to get better than you. This is completely different. When we learn something that works, we're in our team pages. We're going live in our team like, oh my gosh, you guys, this just happened. You all have to try it, or let's do this together. Let's try it out. And we're helping each other succeed. You're not alone in this business at all. And that was something that I never knew came with this business. So I always love to share about that part. The other one, I don't know enough people. So that one I can say, like, this business is online. You'll be shocked the number of people that you start, like, that starts coming into this circle. Like, probably 95% of the people on my team aren't my close friends at all. A lot of people I haven't met in my life. Some are past, like, dance people that I used to dance with, or high school. Like, people will start coming to you because they start seeing you and following your journey. And you don't have to know them. You're not limited to just your area. We just expanded to the UK. So now we're all over Canada, US, and the UK. I have some people on here from the UK I've never met. So it's insane, like, how many people you can actually reach. So don't think you're just limited to the people on your friends list right now. We will also teach you how to expand your contact list in our training. Our training is amazing. Sarah's gonna talk more about that, but we'll show you how you can increase your reach and your contacts, and don't worry about that part of it. And I think Rosa said she had like 200 friends when she signed up on Facebook. So, and now she has 100 she had, and now she's like thousands and thousands. So, okay, how am I for time? I have 2 more left. Scared to put yourself out there. I'm an introvert. Okay, so I was the person that made fun of gym selfies and thought they were super weird. And I was just like, why do people do that? And I came to realize that people need to see us in the picture. That's what relates us to people. If they just keep seeing pictures of weights or outside scenery, like, they don't know who you are. They relate to you first as a person before they relate to you as a coach. So you need to be in the picture. You need to show who you are. It's all about just showing your personality. It's not just that now you sign up as a coach and you're just a coach and everything is health and fitness now. We're not the experts. We're just sharing what we're doing every day. So it kind of does involve being in the picture. But when you start doing personal development, like Lindsay says, you really get that like posture of like, who cares? Why are you caring about what other people think of you posting a selfie? They don't need to follow you. They can unfollow you. And why are you letting what other people might think determine your level of success? If I hadn't done that, I would have been still working for a company and living for the weekend and living for my one vacation a year and hating Monday to Friday because I was scared to post a gym selfie. You get over that pretty quick. And if you want to be successful in this, you do have to grow a little bit of a thick skin, but we'll help you with that. And you just get so excited when you're doing these programs and feeling so good, you start not caring anyway. You're like, oh my God, I feel so amazing. I just want to share it with everyone. So that'll come. It's learned. It is scary at first, but we're all scared. So you're not alone in that one. And also there was like 2 of the top coaches in the top 10, I think it was last year, are introverts. Our number 1 coach in the whole network out of like 450,000 coaches, the very number 1 is an introvert. So if you're an introvert, don't you think you can't do this? You're behind a screen, it's totally different. You're living out loud, but you can have that time to shut down if you need to. It's not like you're out in a room of people. And like I always said, I actually was just at a Toastmasters course because I suck at public speaking. If I go in front of a group of people, I'm shaking uncontrollably. I want to throw up. I can't talk. But like in something like this, I became very comfortable doing it. I wasn't at first, but now I am. But still, in front of a group of people, I'm shaking. And some people might think, well, how could you go online and do that? But it's totally different when you're behind a screen, but you'll learn these things too. Okay, and the last point is, I'm not a salesperson. I get that one a lot, and I always say, good, because salespeople seem to jump into this, and they're going for the sale. They don't actually care about that other person's goals. When you put someone else's goals first, the business comes, and the money comes. But if you go into a conversation thinking, I got to sell her this, I'm going to sell her that, you're not going to go very far as a coach. So if you tell me I'm a really good salesperson, I'm going to be like, because it's really about sharing. It's not about selling. And we share, we actually care about our clients. We actually really want to help them get results. And people sense that. When you show that you care, people will sense that. So it's about caring. If you care and have a heart to help people, you will do awesome in this. But if you think, oh, I can't sell something, then don't worry about that at all. It's not about selling. Yes, we have a product to sell, but that comes as you show people that you actually care about getting them results. So I just covered all my lists, and I talked really, really fast. If I didn't cover something, post in the comments or the group, and I'll make sure that we do cover it. So now we have up Natasha. Natasha lost just over 100 pounds. Like, mind blowing. I love her story. So she's going to share with you next about the community of our team that we keep talking about.
Thanks, Allie. Yeah, so I get to talk about the community, and honestly, like, it's besides helping people reach goals and do things and reach just like a better version of themselves that they never thought was possible. Besides that, because that's pretty amazing. But the community is my favorite thing. And it was the most unexpected thing when I first started, because I've like in society, like we've all echoed here before, we're so used to people who just tear each other down and are trying to one step each other, and it just doesn't happen here, and it's so refreshing, and it's like a blinding ray of sunshine. That's what I see our team as. So we have, like, as coaches, we have 2 types of community that we build, and the first type is your team, and you're part of a team, and that's your community. But you also, as a coach, you're building your own community with your fitness clients, right? Like your clients that you're helping. If you've been part of a challenge group, then you know exactly kind of what I'm talking about. It's like this, almost like a sense of family that you get to share and celebrate in everybody's victories, but also you're there to build each other up and to be there for people when they're really low. And that's something was so unexpected for me when I first started, because I had always done this whole fitness thing on my own and failed every time. And this, I think, really the community side of things, what we build is so unique, and like it makes a huge difference in your life, and not just in your fitness, but like your whole life. So I have notes here, guys. This is what I do. I write notes that I have to review to them. But in many cases, like there are so many people on our team that you literally will talk to every day and you've never met, ever. Like Lindsay, I've never met her. I get to meet her for the first time at Summit in Indianapolis in June, and I'm so excited. But like the girls that I started with, the girls I started coaching with, we literally talk every single day. And I've met Lauren because she lives in Ottawa with me, but like Rye, I've never met Rye. Aaron, I've never met Aaron. But like you feel like you do. You feel like they become like your best friends because you talk so much and they just get you, right? Like you're working with like-minded people every day. And so they just get a different side of you that not a lot of people get. And it's just amazing. Okay, so the biggest thing, like, yes, you're growing your business and you have to do a lot of the work because it's your business, right? You're growing it, you're making it your own. But at the same time, you're never, ever alone. Yes, you might be growing it from home and you might be doing it in front of your computer, but you have this huge support network at your fingertips for everything. We have quarterly events that we have. They're called Super Saturdays, and they're so much fun. And it's just a great way to get motivated and have like a fire lit inside of you to help grow your business, but also to kind of get together with the team and bond with the team that way. They're honestly, I went to my first Super Saturday and I knew nobody. My coach was Lindsay. I had no idea who the team was. And I was like, well, whatever, I'll just go. But I left there and I felt so uplifted and motivated, and I just wanted to hit the ground running with my business. So I always make it a point to go, and I bring my coaches with me because it's just such a motivating experience to be at. We also have yearly events, and that's Summit. So it's a big, big event that happens once a year, and it changes locations. This year it's in Indianapolis. It's my first year going. I'm so excited. Last year I didn't get to go because my daughter Nora turned 1, like legit the week it was happening. So I was like, well, I can't go. But this year it's happening in June, so I actually get to go, and I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. The biggest thing though is that you get to grow you get to choose who you grow with, right? So you get to pick the people that are your success partners, the people that are going to get you and push you and motivate you to be the best version of yourself in all areas of your life, not just your coaching life. And that is a truly unique thing about this community. Okay, the last thing I want to say about the community, and maybe let me know if I'm missing anything, guys, but this group of women and men, they like light a fire inside of me every day, and they push me and they support me, and they're there to like push me up when I've had a lousy day, but they're also there to celebrate in my victories. And it is unbelievable. And I love my job. I love my full-time job, but the sense of encouragement and recognition and support, like I get that nowhere else but this community, and it is amazing. So that's it, unless someone else tells me that I've missed something, but I think that's it. I think we have Sarah next.
No, it's me again. Hi guys. Okay. Just have a couple things to share about the benefit of being a part of our team in particular. I always say that we are a collection of the most amazing people that like exist. I really honestly believe that. Last year when my whole world fell apart, the leaders on the team stepped up, and it wasn't just friendship, which they offered me and was so helpful. They also stepped in and they helped with business things. In what business do you get that level of support, right? I was absolutely blown away at how they stepped up to lead and to help in my absence. And they didn't get anything for that. It's just the way we are as a team. Also, just on a practical level, the benefit of being a part of a team that's been around for 5 years, we've made every friggin' mistake you can imagine. All of them. Every single one. Like, when it comes to social media, we posted the ugliest pictures you can imagine. Like we posted those posts that nobody wants to see in their newsfeed. Like honestly, just me. Like I've done all of these things. We have learned how not to do so many things that we can help you get that running start, and we can give you our best practices. And we also have so many different personality types on our team. We have introverts, we have extroverts. I'm an extroverted introvert. That is the thing. Don't tell me it's not. And we also have people with so many different goals. So yes, it was my goal to build a full-time income. And we've got other coaches like that too. But we've got full-time working mamas who love their jobs. Teachers in particular that I can think of right now. But they don't have any desire to leave their full-time job. They just want something else. They just want this community or maybe a part-time income. We've got stay-at-home mamas. We've got dads, actually. We don't have that many dads, but we have a couple of those as well. So you're going to find somebody on our team who shares your goals and who shares at least something about your lifestyle. And that means that they're going to understand where you're coming from. So I'm super excited to have we've got this training event coming up on January 27th. Yes, that is a Saturday. We've got this training event. So I was just talking about how we've made every mistake in the book. Like we know all of them because we've done all of them. And therefore, we also know best practices. So the leadership on our team is going to be getting together for a video chat training just like this. We're going to be live so that we can answer your questions as we go. And to make sure like no stone is left unturned. There's a little bit of pre-work that needs to go in before that game. We call it the game plan training that happens. So a new coach basics is what I like to call it. So we have a registration deadline for anybody who's wanting to join our team and be part of that amazing game plan event that's going to literally like give you a game plan to get your business started right. Our registration deadline is going to be this coming Monday. Again, like I know that's a tight timeline, but it's super, super crucial that you get on and get your business started right with this game plan event. Okay. So I'm going to hand it over to Sarah. She's going to talk about registration and how to do that, what your options are.
Yes. All right, guys, I'm really excited that you are all here and that, you guys, maybe you don't realize that this is such an incredible opportunity. And I can say that because I am like the biggest skeptic, and Rosa is my coach, and I actually know Rosa personally through family. And I watched her from day one of when she started, and I watched her for 3 years. And if you've seen some of us with like pages and fitness like pages, and if you're anything like me, you see us working out, posting these selfies, and you're like, what is that? I followed Rosa, and then I unfollowed her. And then I'd follow her back, unfollow. I did that multiple times for 3 years straight because I was like, this just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it. How can she be even making money? And she's working out and she's smiling because I'm not like a fitness person. So how does somebody work out and then smile after? This makes no sense to me, right? And so finally I was at my lowest point and I reached out to Rosa. I just moved across country from Ontario to British Columbia, no family. I definitely was going through a period of depression, anxiety. I needed something and I was so unhealthy. So I reached out to her and she actually had an opportunity and it was something about busy moms. I was like, oh my gosh, that's me. I have 3 children living across country, nobody to help with. 1 child that has autism, my oldest. I'm in school to be a special education assistant teacher and I'm working full time. Like if there's anybody that, defines busy mom, it was me. And so this opportunity came up and I really had no idea what it was. I just wanted to get healthy. But at the same time, I could share my journey. And I was like, okay, what does this entail? I have like 300 friends on Facebook. What are they going to think of me and all this stuff? And Rosa said, just share your journey from day one. And I went, you know what? I really need to lose weight and be healthy. So I'll share my journey, because I have backed myself into a corner. If I'm going to be public about it, I cannot quit. I cannot quit being healthy and getting fit, being active, and changing that, making it a lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, because I had tried everything before that. Nothing worked. But if I'm backed into a corner and all of a sudden I need to be like up front and center in my friends' lives on social media, I had no chance of backing out, because I didn't want to be a failure. So I was like, okay, let's do this, whatever this is that I'm going to be doing. And I dove into the training and I was like, this is what you do? Oh my gosh, why didn't I do this earlier? Kind of thing. And I fell in love with it. And I did like a week-long training in 2 days, I think it was. And I've just, for almost 2 years now, I've been coaching, and I work full time. I'm a special education assistant teacher, and I love my job. And I love my coaching job, and I love that I can actually do both together. And I know Ali touched on that earlier. And you just, guys, you have to realize that opportunities don't come around very often, and you don't want to miss it. And at the end of the day, honestly, if you do this and you're like, you know what, this really isn't for me, which is crazy, but it does, you know, some people might think that. If that comes to that point, what's the worst thing that can happen? You get healthy, you get fit, and you encourage others, you know, at the same time. So our job as coaches is to kind of be that light among the dark, for real. Because when you are depressed and you're anxious and you're maybe emotionally eating and stuff, like you're not happy. And that was me. I wasn't happy. And I wanted to be that light and to show people that, you know, you can do something about it. We all have the power within. So why not? And so at the end of the day, if you make yourself healthier, that's incredible and amazing, because you're going to have this ripple effect. And this ripple effect is going to start with yourself and then your family and your friends, just by your actions. But to have the opportunity to actually be a coach and to be in social media and gather people together and get them healthy and fit together is so amazing. Like, I have groups right now that do these online health and fitness challenges that we set you guys up with and everything. I've got 2 groups of 25 and 32 people in these 2 groups, and they're like on fire. And these women have been with me for almost the 2 years that I've been coaching. Every day we are keeping each other accountable. And the community, like Natasha talked about, the community and stuff like that, there's a whole other community besides the coaching community. There's now a community with healthy and fit people who want to just, you know, run these challenges with you and be in these challenges and keep you accountable. I tell my girls every day, I'm like, guys, I would not be working out if I didn't wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and see like 6 of you have already worked out. I'm like, crap, fine, I guess I got to work out, kind of thing. Like, that is a huge part of it. And that keeps me so accountable. And just, you have to know that, that you do have this opportunity to actually, you know, change lives, but make an impact. And that's what I was looking for. I said, I can't keep going through life and then feeling like I haven't really lived. I really wanted to live. And this came to me and I went, oh my gosh, this is where I can make a difference. This is where I can really grow as a person, but help others grow at the same time. You know, I've talked to women for months. I have a brand new coach on my team. I talked to her for months and months, and we just became friends over social media, meeting on Instagram. And she has depression and anxiety. And I was able to send her all this stuff on personal development, and all these tips. And I, you know, would do voice message with her all the time and really talk to her and, you know, create this close friendship. I never even talked to her about the coaching opportunity. I just wanted this friendship and wanted her to know that there's more to life out there. And she ended up, she's like, what's this coaching thing you do? I want to do what you're doing. And I'm like, yes. And that's another thing we get to do as coaches. It's not like we're sitting out there going, hey, join me. Hey, join me. No, we are just sharing our lives and intriguing people and they are coming to us because we are making that impact and we are the light. And that is what you guys get to do. And man, you get to be like so freaking proud of that. I love that part of it. So anyways, okay, enough about that. This is what we're going to do. So we are opening up registration tonight. And as soon as you're done this video chat, and if you're watching the recording, make sure you are all reaching out to the coach that has invited you. And you reach out to them and say, okay, this is what I want. I want to be part of this group with you guys. We have this amazing big team, and honestly, we're awesome. We just can't help it. And we want you guys to be part of that awesomeness as well. And there's so much room. So reach out to your coach and say, yep, I want in, or give me more information. There are different options to actually enroll as a coach. There is the option to start your health and fitness journey with a challenge pack that Ali touched on before. That is how I started, and that's really majority of coaches start. It is the smartest thing. It is the cheapest way. You're going to get everything you need to get started, to get healthy. Ali touched on Shakeology, and I kind of want to expand a little bit about that because I don't drink anything. I think it's gross. I'm such a picky eater. And Rose is like, you know what? Shakeology comes with this challenge pack, and you're getting it like super cheap too. And I was like, yeah, okay, gross. I'm not going to drink it because I can't do that stuff. And I got it, and I did not like it the first day, but it's because I made it wrong. There are ways to make it amazingly well. And then I think about 7 days in, I was like, okay, this is like, I get like chocolate and peanut butter, and my cravings are going away. And I think I was about 3 weeks into my journey. I had already lost, I think, 12 pounds at that point. And I reached out to Rosa, and I was like, oh my gosh, you would be so proud of me. Like, my cravings are gone. I have so much energy. It's because I'm eating so healthy. And she's like, no, girl, that's the Shakeology. I went, oh, I thought it was Superwoman. No, Shakeology did that for me. But it didn't stop at me. My husband, who also suffers from depression and anxiety, he started drinking every day. He's drank it every day for 20 months straight. He cannot live without it. He says his brain fog went away. He got energy back, and it just kind of lifted that. But then I have my son with autism who doesn't eat a single vegetable, and fruit only in the summer because it has to be fresh watermelon. That is his healthiness. That's it, like watermelon, okay? And the rest of the time, he is eating if I let him, because I don't know if anybody knows or has experience with people with autism, but they tend to kind of eat the exact same thing day in and day out. So Nutella is what he would eat every day. I finally got out of my house about 6 months ago, but that was his diet. And I finally said, you know what? He loves Reese's Pieces. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make you Shakeology. You should really try it because you can never eat breakfast in the morning either. So I made him Shakeology. Tastes like Reese's Pieces. It's amazing. And that was it. He's been drinking it straight for 18 months now. And we had blood work done before. He was having bowel issues, sleep issues, you name it, which often happens with kids with autism as well. They're gone. He sleeps through the night. He's regular now. And he is actually has a balanced diet. Like Shakeology literally is the healthiest thing he eats every day. That's it. Because nothing else is healthy that he eats. So it didn't just stay with me. It did expand to my family. And I talk to my customers about it all the time because it literally has changed our lives. So that comes in this challenge pack that we're talking about. And that is the option you want because you want to get your Beachbody on Demand too, which also comes with it, which is 1 year of all your workouts. But not only workouts, there's a yoga studio on there. There's a cooking show. There's recipes galore. There's meal plans, all this stuff on there, right? So it comes with that too. And then there's other things it comes with. And then there's a separate option that you can just pay an enrollment fee, but you get nothing. Except for you will be on our team, which is pretty cool. But with the challenge pack, you get to be on our team and get healthy and fit. So it's so much better. Anyways, reach out to your coach about that and talk about those options. We are closing registration on Monday, like Rosa said, just because we have this big training thing on the 27th. That's going to be really important. So you want to be enrolled. You want to be getting into the training. And I'll speak briefly on our training too. We set you guys up with the best training, honestly. don't feel like, and this is kind of what I was wondering when I first enrolled, that, okay, here's a coach and there you go, you're on your own. We actually lock arms and we do this together. That is why we are such an amazing team. You're not left on your own. You are trained and you get to learn so much. There's some coaches that actually run their entire business just on Instagram alone. And there's some people that use Instagram and Facebook, but you can do it on one or the other. And we teach you all that. We teach you how to actually grow your social media and how to post properly. And oh my gosh, I actually like created a video on how to take selfies. For real, I'm 38 years old and I'm like, I got the selfie game going on. And we teach you that. So this is, you're not on your own. We are doing this with you. And that is the best part of it. So that's, I think, it. Thank you guys for coming. I'm so happy that you were here. I know this is a little bit long. We will have the recording up for everybody too, because you're going to want to re-listen to this for sure. And I think that's it. Rosa, maybe I'll let you kind of close it off, but I don't know. I think we're done here.
Closing it off by saying we're closing it off. Good night, guys.